welcome to another video. This morning I thought it would be a good idea to take a walk on a trail nearby before I have to go pick up my daughter. It's been quite chilly here recently, not cold yet, but there has been a little bit of a bite to the air, so I have to bundle up before I go outside because I'd be cold. And comfortable walking shoes because I'm old. Gotta protect those feet. I don't know about you, but this past fall season has been so busy for me, and we're just coming up on the tail end of our sports seasons, and I haven't had much time to get outside by myself or to take any artist dates, so I figured this would be a great substitute. I had a little bit of time, everybody else was sleeping, and I took advantage of it. As you can see, the weather's kind of gloomy, not too sunny, and this body of water, I'm not sure what it is called, is looking a little like the Bog of Eternal Stench from the Labyrinth, but I still find it very beautiful and peaceful to walk along this trail. It's actually a really long trail that goes across my county, and I like to walk different sections of it when I'm close to it. You'll see a lot of cyclists and a lot of other walkers, and lots of times you can see interesting birds and animals, but today it was rather quiet apart from a few squirrels that were about and other people's dogs. But I still found it quite lovely to walk out here and to just be quiet. So we walked for about 25 minutes. Now it's time to go get my daughter. And today I wanted to share a new creative activity that I tried this week. I found a practice on Pinterest that was a 1-hour songwriting exercise, and I thought that I would try it and share with you guys how it went. So the general layout is set out for an hour. Each of these 5 sections are 10 minutes, except for the last one where you spend 20. But I only had 30 minutes, so I set my timer for 5 minutes, and then I started to journal. And the goal here is to just journal, not about any particular topic or anything, just kind of a free writing situation. And so that's where I started. 5 minutes of free writing in my journal. Time's up. I have a question. Do you guys write in cursive or print? Does anybody even know cursive anymore? I know my kids don't, and they can't read it. To be clear, I've tried to teach them. They are just not interested. So I kind of feel like it's a secret language. But I definitely write in cursive because it's so much faster. Here, let me show you. And perhaps that's a problem. I can read it, even if no one else can. And that's what matters. For the second portion of this activity, you spend time going through your writing and underlining phrases that stick out to you. for later use. So that's what I did. I spent another 5 minutes going through and just underlining phrases, circling things that stuck out to me to use for the next part of this activity. During the third section, you're just going to take your instrument and play it with no agenda really, other than to find your way to a chord progression that you can then learn and use for the fourth section of this activity. Now, admittedly, I went past the 5-minute timer because I was searching for a sound, and I probably did this for about 10 minutes total, just tinkering around on the ukulele until I found something in a style that I liked to use for the fourth segment. Okay, now the fun part. You can hear me starting to hum here, and I am figuring out a melody to then put those words that I circled in my journal to and make a very loose song structure. I know you're not supposed to use your front camera or whatever the TikTokers say, but like, this is what we're doing. So I just did this for a little while until I settled on a melody that I kind of liked and conveyed the feeling of the song, the words, the lyrics that I had been picking up from my journal, and turned it into a little ditty, if you will. And so the last portion of this activity is to take that melody and those words and develop a strong song structure that you can then spend time refining and adding elements to later. Okay, something like that. What's not lost on me is the irony of writing a song with a lyric about feeling cold but ready for change, and my doctor's office calls me and says, oh, your appointment's supposed to be on Friday, but guess what? Your doctor's no longer with the practice, so can we change providers and also appointment dates and move it until next year? Sure. Ready for change, right? Anyway, I got a little bit beginning. This feels like a verse. A little transition there. So I got a little something. I like this. All right, so this is what I have so far. Cozy winter day, fires in go after that. And then something else. But I think that's a good start. So, yeah, I'm really happy with this practice. We have been working for 30 minutes, and I have a really good start to a song. So maybe you want to try this. I think it's a pretty cool practice. So we did 5 minutes of just journaling. Then we went through and circled key phrases. I have first cold day, cozy, ready for something, change, on the edge of winter, wind, sealed with kisses, and snowflakes. Gratitude are the main things that I circled, and then I kind of added in here and there. And I really enjoyed this. So try it. Let me know if you try it. Hopefully by the end of the week, I will come back on here and share with you the complete song. But until then, thank you so much for watching and participating with me. Let me know how your creative journey is going. I know winter, if you know anything about me or this channel, has historically, I always say historically, winter has not gone well for me. But I am learning how to push through the sadness of not having warmth and having to wear more clothes and just being cold, because I'm cold all the time anyway. I don't have a thyroid. You can see my scar here. If you look, yeah. They don't do it like that anymore. So my thyroid surgery was 21 years ago in March. And now they go in down here. So, and it's like a much smaller scar. My best friend had the same surgery. And her scar is down here and you can barely see it. But me, I got this, and this is a 20-year-old scar, and she ain't going nowhere. So my little choker sits right there. Anyway, so because I don't have a thyroid, I am always cold. Yeah. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk about being cold in the wintertime and always. So summer is really good for me because I don't really get too hot, no matter how hot it is outside, because no thyroid, which makes winter usually unbearable. But I am deciding today that it's not going to be. I'm deciding today that I am going to have a good, creative winter, and it's going to be good. So like the birds of winter, ready for something new. Like the blackbirds of winter, ready for something new. Hey, thanks for coming on this journey with me. I really enjoyed this little songwriting activity, and I hope that you try it. And if you do, I really hope you'll come back and leave me a comment and let me know how you felt about it. Thanks for watching. Be well. Till next time. Bye.